Mason, what did they mean?
There we go. Shut up. What do you mean? Fucking live streaming isn't available right now.
What
Lyris.
do you mean the numbers don't mean anything?
I don't know. What do I mean? The numbers don't mean anything.
What do you mean numbers, Mason? There are no numbers, Mason.
Mason.
Imagine if Mason was just imagining the numbers all along and nobody knew about the numbers. What brilliance of a different storyline that would be.
Yeah.
If just the numbers didn't exist. There were no numbers. And Raznov was real. Who the fuck blocked me in a box? Oh, I put myself in a box. That's okay.
Mm. A
I
key
put myself in a
distinction.
box in my base for no reason. Right, so now I've got to try and remember what I was actually trying to achieve with this space. Because I have my storage space set up. Oh, I don't have any.
Okay.
Which side did I start storing things on?
Alright.
Yo,
I should
yo,
probably light
yo,
this up.
yo, yo.
Yo, yo, yo. I'm Kale's brother.
Hey, I just watched an absolute classic movie earlier. Do you want to know
Do
what I
tell.
watched? I watched Shark Tale.
Oh, yeah.
That abysmally bad film that was terribly animated and the
Oh,
acting was
God.
far from particularly exceptional. But we all loved it anyway because it had a load of Bob Marley references. It's
It,
such a
it,
shit
it had
film,
Bob
but it's
Marley
such a good.
references?
Whoa!
What?
Who are you?
This up?
I hopped on at this time because I was watching your stream and you said that it was like 6 hours later. It was gonna be 6 hours later when you hopped on. Cause I hopped on at
Yeah.
the I joined your stream at around like the very end.
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah. Does any one of you perchance have Ender Pearls?
No.
No.
Fuck.
I'm broke as all hell.
I've been spending, well, about an hour today already, just trying to find Enderman, and I literally can't find any.
Bro, just go to the end, lol.
It's not that hard, bro.
Oh.
Everything's better in the end. Cause in the end, it got so hard.
I don't know if I can let you do that, sir. I think that might be copyright. I don't want to get copy strike like
I
that
don't
Canadian
know.
guy,
I
that
don't know
Canadian
about
guy
that,
fella.
Chief.
It's an obvious cover, come on.
I don't know about that, Chief.
Why do I feel
God,
like
I
I'm
need a stick. God damn
sitting
it, I've got to
down
go all the way
wrong
to
or
the surface to
something?
get fucking wood for a stick. Oh yeah, because last time I was on here, I died and lost
Ooh, a
everything.
beaver.
I remember now.
Neat.
Oh my god, Brandon,
Me!
you are taking the death list by storm. Holy shit, you are
Yeah.
the king of the
Yeah,
death
that's
note.
me. I'm the
My
king.
god, you're the priest of kinghood when it
Priest
comes
of
to
kinghood.
dying.
What a
Yeah,
what a way of words.
you're the priest of kinghood when it comes to dying. You are the Usain Bolt of dying.
Oh wait, who's down there? Oh, it's you. Hi.
Hey,
You're just gonna ignore that skeleton?
yeah. I need Ender Pearls, not bones.
I don't have ender pearls. I
No,
told
I'm
you this.
just look. I saw from far away, like all your fucking bamboo that you've grown.
Yeah.
It looked really nice.
Mhm.
Also, why is your skeleton horse that far down?
I don't know. It just wandered there.
It was a gift.
It wandered there. I don't have a lead. I mean, I have a lead now, but yeah, that's just the pathway
Hey,
to what's gonna be
Uh,
one of the
I'm
islands.
I'm fifth place for dying, and I haven't even been on here since like day one.
well, I'm third, and I don't want to talk about it. A lot of bad things happened.
Um,
bad things happen.
wait, what the fuck? There's just a black bar on the side of my screen.
I
Not
seriously have no.
that just
Oh
went
my
through my
god! I
screen.
used up all of my fucking cobblestone in the process of fucking making steps. I bought like 7 fucking
Yeah.
stacks of cobblestone steps and no cobblestone.
There's no room up there.
It happens. I'm just taking a look at what you've built. It looks really nice from the outside, but the inside is.
Hey,
Yeah, it's
I'm
not
level
much because this one's
39
really small
in
scale.
mining.
It's just a thing to say that I actually have a house.
Fair. Is that your defense in court?
Yeah,
That works well
it's a
enough, I guess.
temporary house for until I get the island built. Well, the first island built and my first house.
Hmm.
Okay.
Say, you mind when I get more ender pearls, like helping me building Narrow Highway?
Nether highway? Sure.
Yeah, that's the only reason I need ender pearls. I need to get on top of the Nether now. And I only have one, and I don't want to risk it.
Alright.
Why did you do that?
Alright.
What?
What did what?
Oh, okay, that's interesting.
28?
So, it turns out that a lever, if it's attached to a piston, stays stuck to the piston when you turn it on, but when you turn it off and the piston reverts
Why are
back
you
to
leaving
the
this
closed
paper up
piston
here?
state, it kicks the lever off as if it can't attach to it. So I have to have it on a separate block. Interesting.
Okay.
Well, there you go. Learn something new
Back
every
to what I was
day.
doing.
I hear
Cobblestone time.
spiders. I hear speeders.
Oh no.
Les speeders are out. Les speeders are out of the house.
Also, I found some very cool things this afternoon. I found like 3 water temples.
Neat.
Now I know that.
Okay, so it's 5,
That's
2,
something we can work
3.
on later.
And have that like.
Fah!
Get rid of that.
Okay, I survived.
Did you really
I'm
just
putting, like-
roll that?
No, I didn't. I did
How?
not at all. Okay. 3, 4, 5. 5, 3, 1, 3, 5. Okay.
Okay, so that's just silly. But whatever.
1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3,
Unless.
4,
Ooh,
5,
that's a cool idea. I like that idea.
2, 3. Followed by 1, and then a 3.
Also, anyone know why we are on easy again?
No
That's
clue.
so hard.
Somebody couldn't handle the power, I imagine. Maybe KD
Well-
was like, nah.
5. Soy boys. That's my only guess.
I mean, that is a fair guess. I can't really argue with that guess.
Sounds legit.
3. Then each me saw.
Making a very crude setup here
3.
of my safety mechanism so that I can tell it's at my front door, but they can't get in.
Okay,
You
perfect.
really need a safety mechanism for your door?
Right now.
No, but I've got nothing better to do with my time, so it does the trick.
Fair enough.
Okay. Dirt time.
Someone
It's
is quite literally
dirt
building a fort
time.
out of barrels. What the fuck?
Why wouldn't you?
Yeah, honestly, that's a vibe.
Seems like a cool house, honestly. Just purely storage.
Purely storage. I mean, you can't go wrong with purely storage. Aesthetically, you can, but functionally, you can't.
Functionally, it's a-okay.
I have a floor made of storage.
Nice.
And that's just a crime against humanity.
What are you talking
No,
about?
it's not.
There's nothing.
I've got one of my one of the one block crawl spaces, and like there's chunks of the floor that are all just made of barrels, so that I can store all of my various things in a one block crawl space under the floor.
You know.
It's like I'm hiding all of my things under a floorboard. It's great.
I mean, fair
I
enough.
still haven't
innit?
decided what to do with the top part though. That's the more
Already ran
tricky
out
one.
of dirt. Jesus.
Let's see, just like
That. 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 That.
Okay, so that's a good start. I'm
Placing a
liking
bunch
this so
of dirt
far.
because
Okay, so
of aesthetics.
we've
Leave
got
it here,
the
there.
front door locked, which is fine. I need slime, and I need more redstone and iron,
Slime
and cobblestone and wood. I need lots of everything.
Yeah.
I don't even know if I have the stomach to continue. You know, I'm not even sure if I'm in the Minecrafting mood.
So why'd you join?
I don't know. I wanted to play Minecraft, and then I was like, maybe I don't want to play Minecraft.
no,
I was like, I'm not
know,
really
I get
sure
that feeling.
who I am anymore. Maybe I'm Santa.
No.
Everyone.
No, I
would.
suppose. I'm far too fat to be Santa.
No, you're never too fat to be Santa.
You can.
I mean, Santa is fat, but not obese. Come on.
Yeah. Like, I'm talking like, you know, Walmart. Like, fucking the people that go in the flipping scooters. You know, the little fucking shopping scooter
Oh.
things. Like, I'm talking like that sort of fat. Like, that's too fat
You're
to be Santa.
proper-
Because then, like, he couldn't get into the sleigh, could he? Imagine
Fair.
if he sat in the sleigh and he, like, his belly just sort of.
Just
Like-
overflowed into the
Yeah.
side.
You know, like in the images where like present sack is so big that it like sort of flops over the sides of the sleigh. Imagine if it was just his stomach that was the size of that sledge, that
Oh my
flippin'
god.
sack of presents. Like that's too fat to be Santa. At that point, Santa stops asking for milk and cookies.
Just asking for fat.
No.
Maybe that's what Santa will look like this Christmas, because he hasn't been able to like go out and do his daily exercising that he would normally do every year because of the COVID. He'll become like extra fat this year because he won't have had the opportunity to burn off all the calories doing his like
I never
300-mile
thought that.
runs around the Arctic.
You're allowed to go outside to exercise. That's no excuse.
Yeah, but you're allowed to go out for 1 hour. Okay.
What?
He goes for like a 300-mile run around the Arctic.
Wait, you're
every
only
day
allowed
just
to
to-
go out for like.
Yeah, you're allowed.
An hour.
You're allowed to be out for 1 hour for exercise.
That's just bullshit, honestly.
How is it bullshit? If you're not
Where's
allowed to
all
go
my
out to avoid
anorexic
spreading, you can't say,
representation?
"Oh well, I'm going for a jog." That's how I can get around the whole not being allowed out during quarantine. Like, you know, people will abuse the system. You're allowed an hour of time out to do exercising and stuff, or you're allowed to go out if it's under the case of either a necessity because you're a key worker or an essential worker, or whatever you want to call it, or if you have like a medical requirement or you're going out for doing like food shopping and stuff.
I don't know, dude.
Unless it's absolutely necessary, you're only allowed to go out for 1 hour for exercise. So that includes like walking your dog or whatever, and or going for a bike ride or whatever you do. You can only do for an hour.
The fucking Bobby dudes, they've gone insane.
Otherwise, like the whole point of quarantine is negated if you're going to spend as much time as you want outside. That defeats the whole point of being quarantined in the first place.
I mean, we're allowed to go outside like whenever and however long we want.
Yeah, but then
Like,
that defeats
just-
quarantine. That
But
means
just
that you
don't
might
come
as well
into
not be
contact with
quarantined.
people, then it doesn't defeat quarantine.
Yes, but if
Social
everybody's going
distancing.
out, it's kind of hard to maintain social distancing if everybody's going out and ignoring the fact that quarantine exists. There's no point in having quarantine at that point.
Fair.
Eh.
Ooh, I need to repair my shovel.
If you put a quarantine in place, the idea is that you maintain the quarantine. You don't go out anyway and go, well, I'm going out for exercise, right?
Yeah,
People
well, on the
doing
proper
exercise can get
that
COVID
wouldn't
too.
really get
People that
done.
do exercise aren't negated from the risk of COVID-19.
No one is.
Right,
No
well, there
one's
you go
safe.
then. Stop going out and endangering yourself and others by going out for more than absolutely necessary. It's the whole point of a quarantine. If you don't do that, then quarantine is negated. It's not even worth being in quarantine. And then you're the reason why everybody gets COVID.
In all technicality, exercise isn't that necessary.
You gave
You can-
everyone COVID.
What?
That's the outcome of that scenario. You don't necessarily have to have symptoms to be able to carry COVID. So you're going out and exercising.
I
You
know,
could have COVID.
Done my research enough.
Right, well then you could have COVID and then be going out and passing it on to others that you're running past in the street on your like 7 hours of running that you seem to want to do.
I don't like running. I like walking. Walking is a lot more fun.
Either way, you're going out and you're going to be passing people, even if you maintain social distancing. You're going to be passing people, and that increases the risk of passing on the disease.
Yeah,
why
but
you don't do
eventually
it.
everyone has got to be infected at some point.
I mean, fair.
We want to avoid everyone getting infected.
Yeah,
as
we
much
want
as
to
we possibly
avoid
can.
everyone getting infected as rapidly as possible, but everyone eventually has to be infected. You need to get that immunity.
Yeah.
I'm not being funny, but as it currently stands, more people are dying from it than getting immunity to it. I think the idea is that
In all
you want to avoid
technicality,
it.
the numbers agree.
Is that how the Black Plague worked then? They just kept, you know, putting themselves in the way of the Black
You
Plague.
do
and then
realize
ended
that
up
they really
getting
didn't
the
give a
Black
shit
Plague.
during the Black Plague, the swine flu, Spanish flu. They
Right, but
didn't
that's
really
my
give a
point.
fuck.
Like, look at the amount of people that died during the Spanish flu and stuff.
Well,
because
currently
they
a
were
lot
doing
more people
effectively
are
what you're saying,
recovering.
going,
Okay.
well, we can get immunity. Actually, I wouldn't agree with that comment. If you look at places like America or places like China before, obviously they slowed down. They didn't get out of it because they were growing immunity to it.
No, but
they're
eventually you
clearly
have
not
to.
doing-
Otherwise, you could get
Yes, eventually,
get a
but-
second wave, and that's
But then
what
there's
China's
too
going
many
to get.
losses. There are too many losses of life if we just go, yeah, fuck it. We'll just, the ones that are weak to it, they'll die from it, and the rest of us will gain immunity to it and move on. No. We don't want to lose that amount of lives. So, and we don't have the time to just leave it up to natural, occurrences to sort it out. That's why we're working on a vaccine, but we need to keep the quarantine to reduce the amount of cases that are growing whilst we get the vaccine, to reduce the amount of lives lost.
Yeah, I agree with that.
So stop going
Just
out for
saying
more than absolutely
eventually.
necessary. Yes, eventually
I
we will
quite literally
start growing
just
an
don't go
immunity to it.
outside.
Well then, why are you saying that only an hour of exercise is weird? Why would you need to go out for more than an hour for exercise purposes?
Because quite literally, walking the bit I usually walk takes 2 hours.
Well then, just don't walk that amount.
Walk half line, come back.
Yeah,
No, it's boring.
just cut it down. Like, you don't need to walk 2 hours a day. It's not a requirement in order to survive. You won't die if you have less than an hour of walking a day. So you'll survive by cutting down your walking. Otherwise, you're putting the risk of catching it from any person you pass in the
hi, sir.
street and also giving it to any person you pass in the street. All of that is a risk, regardless of how high or low it is, depending on the amount of cases in your area or whatever. Like, it's still a risk.
Just living is a risk.
I'm stuck in a hole, by the way.
Good.
I fell down near spawn going down the hill between a tree and the
No one
hill.
will come and rescue you.
I need someone to come and kill me because it's in
Oh.
the spawn protected area.
Oh yeah, I'm perfectly willing to do
So
that.
so I'm like stuck trying to get out of the trees
Can I
and
kill
stuff,
you?
and I can't break anything.
Hold on, I think I know which part you're stuck in. Oh, there you are.
Aw, I wanted to kill him.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi. Goodbye.
Behind you.
Set off.
Don't let the zombie kick you in there as well. That'd be hilarious.
There you go.
I was bleeding. How could you do this?
Because I could.
Wow, I don't like your attitude.
Listen, it's not my fault you kept bleeding. Don't fall into that fucking hole again.
Don't
It is
fuck-
I
tempting.
saw you maneuvering.
Don't fall into the hole again, whore.
I need to catch up with Brandon though.
No,
Um,
no, you don't.
I do.
You're never gonna. You're not gonna do that because I passively die.
You forget. Like I've not been here since day one, and all 15 or whatever, 16 of my deaths. No, 15 of my deaths. 14. We'll say 14 because I have actually died twice. All 14 of my deaths were acquired within like an hour.
What?
And
You give me a couple more hours on this server, and I will have caught up with you, and then some.
I mean,
do you realize that's
Yeah.
not gonna retain a thing, right?
Huh?
Like that's not gonna stay a thing.
look, zombie villager.
I can guarantee that.
I will catch up. I swear it.
You will catch up. I'm not doubting that, but I'm also saying that it's not gonna stay that way.
I don't care. I will surpass you.
Is this gonna become a challenge now? Get the most deaths?
No.
Yeah, it's me surpassing Brandon, taking his title as the most, you know,
The worst gamer.
irrevocably poor
It's
at
my
this
current-
game. Yeah,
Cause my current title's just the worst gamer.
trying to
Yeah,
remember where
basically.
it
It's
is
bad
from.
gamer. It's not worst gamer. It's just bad gamer. Can I put this on? Nope.
Bad gamer. You are bad. You're a bad gamer. Is it here?
I mean, I'm gonna be honest. If we played on like hard for longer, I
that's
would have
my
eventually caught up too. So
Yeah. In all honesty, 45 deaths is
In
not a
all
lot.
honestly,
Shh, it's fine. Wait, where the fuck?
alright, funny.
swear to God, is like Enderman spawning the stable or something? The fuck is this?
No, I've
No,
seen a couple of Endermen
It's
on my
the
journeys.
fucking.
I've seen like 5 in the entirety I'm on the server.
Well, that's
It's
just
just,
because you suck at this game, then.
that one law where it's like the more you look for something, the less it'll occur. Oh,
Yeah.
I found one. Come to my base.
Don't give him the ender pearls. Don't do it.
I'm not gonna kill it myself.
Oh, what am I
Coming
shaking
over.
spawned? Should have probably seen that one coming, to be fair.
I need that second ender pearl. Oh, also see one. Nice, finally.
Hmm.
Bro,
Run
there
away.
you are.
Nice. Okay, so one. Also, if anyone has Silk Touch, I found a Mushroom Island, so you can get some mycelium there.
Nice. Congrats.
Okay, you're actually gonna catch up to him really quickly if you go at this pace.
It wasn't intentional. I realised I was in a cave that I couldn't get back out of. Because I was hoping to find all my stuff in the cave, but it had despawned. Actually, that reminds me I need to get more wood before I go down there, because I don't have any. 'Cause
You
I
had an
took it all
overspill?
and then died. Oh, this is a nice little bridge that someone built.
Is it over the ravine?
Oh, it's condemned.
Yeah, it's
Yeah, that's mine.
GG. Oh, nice bridge. No, it's condemned. Never mind, it's not a nice bridge. It's a horrible bridge. It's a shit bridge. Who would even want that bridge?
It's condemned because Katie
There's
made
a
a big
trial
fuss
going
about.
on, Brandon, right now.
Yeah. Thanks, Enderman. I really appreciate that. Thank you.
Where is he?
He placed a grass block on my island.
Well, where is the bastard?
Hey.
He should be teleporting to me at any
Oh
moment.
yeah,
Yeah, there he is.
I see him. Oh, okay, he's gone again.
He's
Where the
right
fuck?
next to me. Oh, now he's
Oh,
gone.
no, he's...
Just head to me.
No. Why does he keep teleporting
Because
up?
he's aggroed on me. I told you to head
Oh.
to me. I did that so that he wouldn't despawn.
God damn these berry bushes I placed.
Oh, what's this giant like highway that we have going on here?
That's part of the thing that I'm building.
Hmm.
Get over here.
Just don't understand the purpose of a giant highway.
Well, it's gonna become clear someday.
I doubt it this year.
I mean, fair enough. Like,
I doubt the purpose of it will ever become.
I do
understood.
understand European ingenuity can be a bit harder among those on
European
islands.
Ingenuity. Come on, for some level of ingenuity, really much further than started. The most that Europe really produces of it is beer
what?
and cars. That's about it.
Producers of what?
Europe, the only worthwhile things that Europe produces is beer and cars.
Fair.
Eh,
It's literally all Europe has.
Isn't Germany in Europe?
Yeah,
Doesn't Germany
they're the
produce-
producers of beer and cars. No, actually, Belgium makes pretty good beer, to be fair. Can't argue with Belgian beer. Don't even, It's true.
I
You're
know
a
it's
fool
true.
if you believe otherwise.
I know it's true.
Have you
Well,
killed
there
the
you go.
Enderman yet?
Yeah, it's that.
Okay, good.
Ah.
You make some amazing beer and some fucking shit beer too.
Why is the land underneath the highway like just hollow land?
It's
a
Hollow Land.
plan. It's planned. Everything is planned.
Uh-huh.
It's all a part of my plan.
I don't have a solid amount of faith in you, I'm gonna be honest.
Neither do I.
Okay, that's fine. As long as it's like a mutual standing point that we have, that's all good. I'm gonna steal this bamboo. I don't know whose it is, but it's mine now.
Why not visit my island? My place.
Yeah, take all his bamboo. He
'Cause
has
Not
enough.
all of it. Don't say that.
Bamboo grows so fast, it doesn't really matter anyway.
No, I mean,
I
the
mean,
reason I
as
said
long as
not
you
all of
planned
it.
it, I'd appreciate it.
Oh, I don't take it all off. I just chop like
Yeah, I know. That's what I
halfway
meant.
down.
Oh
Uh,
yeah,
That's what
fair.
what I was saying was don't take all of it because all of it implies every single bit, including the bottom piece.
Yeah,
that
just
was for you.
Put it there and never really chop that
No,
down.
it's okay. I've
ever.
got like a stack and a bit, and that's
Yeah,
all
I know.
really
I've like chopped it down once and just never looked at it again.
I like this nether portal system that's going on here. It's
Yeah,
nice.
I'm going
It's
above the
nice.
nether right now, so
Neat.
I'm not in any place to go anywhere near the nether right now, to be honest.
I mean I could loan you some iron.
Nah. Now I've got some wood and some bamboo. I am going to build the most amazing kingdom you've ever seen.
You're going places, dude.
Okay, so that's 3 people building kingdoms.
Wait.
Kingdom of Kale. Mine's gonna be a thirdom. Mine's gonna be the thirdom of Kale. Who wants to join
Oh.
the thirdom of Kale?
Ew.
God, no. I'm declaring war. The moment it got recognized by anyone else, I'm declaring war.
Sorry.
The thirdom of Kale.
Oh my god.
You shall bow down to my tails and paws, I swear to God.
I will not.
Never.
On my grave.
Was it? Yeah, I'm sure it was like the last server that we were all running where I just put trans flags in everyone's bases, didn't I? Was that this?
What?
I think so. I made banners. and painted them all the trans flag. And then I just filled everybody's bases with trans flag banners and just put them
Nice.
fucking everywhere. I'm not sure whether it was this server or a different one. I think at one point I did actually, I don't know whose server it was, but I did turn their floor into a trans flag swastika using carpets.
Trans flag swastika.
Yeah, it was the same. It was the same sort of pink, blue, white, blue, pink pattern, but it was just in the shape of a swastika.
Nice.
And then I
Wonderful.
just filled their whole base with trans banners. I need to find KD's base because we've already established.
follow
that
the
he
Oh,
railway.
is
you
trans.
know that railway that runs along some parts?
No, I've not. I've
well,
barely,
go
as
to
I
the
said, I've
Nether
not been here
portal.
since day one. So
Well, yeah, just go to the Nether portal and there's a railway, and just follow it. And suddenly it gets cut off and just go straight then above like the hills, and then you'll find Adam's base.
okay.
Okay, let's hope this works. I got above.
You got above? Nice.
I'm on top of the Nether.
I've got my wooden pick. I can
We
officially
did it!
get the 3 cobblestone I need for a stone pick.
I mean, you could have honestly just asked for some iron.
No. I
Fine.
have my own supply of iron in the mine. I know where it's gotta get.
I mean, it would be perfectly given to you as a gift. No
Yes, but then
cost.
that means that I'm weak, and the Thirdom of Kale is strong.
Ferdum. Kill this stuff. Anything that has Ferdum, that calls itself a Ferdum, is weak, honestly.
No, that's not how science works. God. Going on
Thank
about
God
your
it
European ingenuity. Oh yeah, anything with Thirdom is weak. Wrong. Scientifically, it's proven that furries are the strongest race.
Another race?
Yes, it is racist to offend a furry.
I don't think I
Alright.
want to live in this
Listen,
You're
world.
listen,
not
no,
aware
no,
of
no.
this.
No, Kale, if you can find or make me a study, I will recognize
I
you.
will make a study.
If
Okay?
you can make me a study of at least 30 pages long, I will recognize the Ferdum.
If I can, what if I try and basically petition it to become a religion? Because we have the followers for it.
God, no.
Technically, we would have the follower capacity for it to
No.
be classed as a religion.
No.
You mean a cult? Actually,
No, it would be a full-blown
No,
religion,
no,
just
no,
as the spaghetti
no.
flying spaghetti monster. That's classed as a fully official religion because
well, yeah,
of its
pirates
quantity of
worshipped it.
followers. So technically, I could make being a furry a religion. We have the furry count for it,
Fair.
you know. We'd have a religion of tails, but what would our deity be? That's the question. What would we
For
believe
affinity.
Sonic.
in? We believe in Sonic, the old version. The original trailer version.
original
That's our
power.
god. Our god is the original live action version.
Why are there chickens on top of the Nether? I'm hearing
because
chicken noises. What
because
the
they
fuck?
are they're my militia, okay?
Your militia.
They're my furry militia.
God.
You know what? That's not a terrible idea. I might just keep collecting eggs until I can make a furry militia
Just no
made of
collect.
chickens.
You're an abomination.
I am the Thirdom of Kale, and I shall grow my kingdom slash Thirdom from the depths of. Hey, I found iron. From the depths of my orb in the ground, my hollow orb, with my storage floors that are apparently also a sin
No.
for some reason or another.
Who
Kale,
said your
Kale,
storage floors
Kale,
were a sin?
I appreciate you.
Good. So you appreciate my Thirdom as well,
In some ways, yes.
because I am the Thirdom, and the Thirdom is me.
You're going all out.
Thirdom forever.
I appreciate the hustle.
I'm going to be Pink Panther, Thirdom forever.
Can the Ferdum have a peaceful alliance with the kingdom, though?
depends on the kingdom. If the kingdom is an anti-fur kingdom, then
Well,
obviously there's
we,
going to
we
be
kind
some
of
slight
are. We are.
conversations needed.
No, we are mostly a religious kingdom.
Okay. What religion though?
Well, it's something to do. Well, most of our deities are dragons, basically.
So,
So
you're
I-
a Scaledom.
Yes, I'm a
Shut up.
Scaldem. We're a
Shut up,
Scaldem.
shut up,
You're
shut
scalies.
up,
You're
shut up, shut
fucking
up, shut up, shut up,
scalies.
shut up.
This-
You're a fucking scaly.
Can the Scaldem and the Furdom have an acceptable alliance?
Oh, I think we can handle an alliance. I don't see any concern or problem in that.
Fine, it's a deal then. I'm gonna write up a deal, and yeah.
A peace treaty between.
I'm gonna
the
write
Fur
one
and the
up. Peace
Scaledom.
treaty.
Fuck's sake! What has this world come to?
Hell.
I passed through water. Oh god, he saw me. I passed through water thinking, oh, I'll be alright, there's a ravine here. And then on the other side of the water, there was a fucking creeper, so I just quickly backed through the water, like, nope, I'm done. I'm good. Okay, whereabouts is... there it is. Okay, so now I can cook up my iron. Get that diamond. Do I have sticks on me? God damn it, I don't have sticks.
Can't believe this. I don't believe you. I don't want to
What?
believe you. I don't want to believe that whole
The Ferdum and the
conversation.
Scaledom are having a peace treaty.
I don't
What's
want to
wrong with
believe that
that?
conversation went on.
It did.
That conversation did go on, and it will continue to go on until
We're
this
gonna
peace
remind
treaty
you,
has been
baby.
confirmed and completed, and we are all one. We are all one joint operating unity.
No,
It
no,
is
I
Idiots
don't
Unite.
think.
It's not.
I mean, in all fairness,
You're not
It's Idiots
wrong.
Unite Live. I'm not wrong. So
Fair.
technically,
technically he's right there.
technically, we are allowed to do this,
I'm not. I never said you weren't.
No one's stopping
but
us.
you didn't condone it. That's
Yeah,
where
that-
your
Well, there's many
problems
things I
lie.
don't
Are you
condone.
racist
Yeah. Yeah, you racist to furries now.
and scalies?
Are you furriest and scaliest? Disgraceful behaviour.
First, scalist.
See, now it's a slippery slope now, isn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Not sure what you can and can't say. Might offend the
don't-
scalies, you might offend the furries.
What you don't realize is that I don't care if I offend people.
I mean, that's fair, and, you know, I'm not going to question you for it. However, I will say that you would be wrong for believing that we are anything but perfect, ultimate human beings.
Yeah.
Okay.
We are the ultimate version. We are the ultimate, you know, ascendance of
Ultimate
what
life
humanity
form.
can become.
We're the final evolution that humans can become.
We are the height of sentience.
God has abandoned this earth.
Darwin is just rolling in his grave.
We will reach a tier 3 civilization just by becoming furries. If every human being on this planet became a furry
No.
or a
If
scaly,
everyone did that, we would instantly become a tier 1 and like 10 years to tier 2. Just instantly.
just instant tier increase. Stick should be all I need. Yeah, okay.
Okay.
I'm
so
getting
this-
very low on hungry. I'm on 2 bars, but I don't care because I know where diamonds are.
Okay, if I did everything correctly, this should work.
Oh, for fuck's sake. I don't like it when there's a skeleton in the fucking corridor. Kind of defeats the whole point of the archers because you can't do anything about it.
Okay.
So I'm just gonna mine these blocks out right here. This should be good. Not gonna be the most safe pathway, but it's gonna be a pathway nonetheless.
Ow. Okay,
I
this
had
is
a
a very
viewer.
dangerous trip that I'm going on. but
I
fuck it.
gained a viewer for like a split second.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, it
Then it was
happens.
ripped away from me.
It's a stream. It's the fucking little bitch streaming life.
See, I used to get excited about getting viewers until I realized that pretty much all of my viewers were just like the bots that the admins and stuff would use if I had admins. And then I was a little more. So I was like, oh, so I have no viewers then, and I never have.
That sounds really fucking sad.
'Cause it's just like the default bots that are in all Twitch streams. That's why I don't use Twitch anymore because like I don't know, I just didn't really ever get along with Twitch.
Yeah.
That's why
I
use
mean,
Pexstorm,
I'd like to go over to YouTube, but when I try to verify my channel, it fucking doesn't work.
YouTube.
What are you streaming on
Disappoint
then?
me. Plexstorm.
What?
Exactly.
It's a much better streaming platform than any of the others, and that I can vouch for.
Struck with great force. Are you guys near bed? You guys near beds?
I don't.
I'm in the
have a bed.
nether, so I don't need to be.
Kale?
I don't have a bed.
Mm,
Can lend one of mine.
So when this lights up again, arrow.
I need to go and grab my stuff. I don't want it degenerating, and it's down where the diamonds are. So there's a fucking skeleton.
um,
I really need to make myself a sword.
what's up
I've
with these
decided.
zombies and just like walking up my pathway?
But I took all my fucking sticks down south. Huh, I should have more wood though. I do. Hell yeah.
Snow to snow to
Stick.
snow. Snow to snow to snow.
Sword. Hell yeah, I got a wooden sword. Feel like I'm back at school again,
Ugh.
fighting kids with sticks, hitting them.
Beating them down. Calling them names.
I was that kid that got put in detention because I was caught spitballing other students.
Spitballing?
Yeah, where you chip a bit of paper and then you fire it out of the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of the pen.
Nice.
I used to do that and I got caught on CCTV doing it and got detention for it. It was pretty good though.
Fucking CCTV of all things.
Yeah. Well, I was sat there, right, and there was this little spot right out the back of the school where there was this tree growing and they had some of the special ed classes, but it was a real quiet area to go for break times because, you know, most of the special ed classes wanted
And
to
so
get as
there
far
were
away
several
from the
kids
special
there,
ed
and you
class
just
as possible.
decided to assault them.
Mm-hmm.
So I was, you know, I was sat there, but there were some of the dorm room, like form room classes and stuff that were around their classrooms, and so some kids would go passing through there to pick up stuff they'd left in the rooms or whatever like that, blah blah blah. So I'd sit there, and I'd just wait by this little tree, just going, firing little paper balls at people. And this one time I managed to get it stuck to this kid's backpack, but I got caught on CCTV doing it. And then the next day I was pulled into a 2.5 hour detention. Well, it was isolation detention. It was isolation, which is a whole different ballgame. Because isolation is a joyful process in which you go to this little cubicle and you basically sit in there for 2.5 hours staring at a wall until they let you out. No breaks, no lunches, nothing like that. You just wait until they say you can go back out and then you go back to your class, whatever class is next.
Why does
But
your school sound like a fucking prison system?
that was only for the
That-
kids that were misbehaving. Like you punish kids that misbehave. Oh fuck, got hiccups. But the joy of it was that this. Oh, hang on,
Were you
No fucking
unsupervised?
DNS.
just trying to sort of reset my diaphragm a little bit. I think I need a drink. I will continue the story in a second.
Sure. Does it have to be oak? Yeah, it has to be oak planks. That's dumb.
So, I may still have them, but we'll just
What
have
has
to
to
deal
be oak
with
blocks?
that. But
You
yeah, but
repair that wooden weapon.
the room that they used for the isolation used to be a toilet block that they just converted, right? And the cubicles that we sat in used to be the toilet cubicles.
Mhm.
However, rather than fill in the plumbing at the bottom, right, they felt that it would be much simpler to just take the toilet out, slam in like a desk about halfway up, half at the cubicle, and then put some chipboard over the hole where the toilet was.
Mm-hmm.
So we just had a sheet of MDF covering the plumbing. Rather than actually fill in the plumbing like it would be sensible to do, they're like, nah. We'll just
Too much money.
we'll just put a sheet of MDF over it and hope for the best.
Mhm.
But
It's grass.
in an act of protest to it, I decided to consistently and repeatedly smack my head against the desk, in hopes that a teacher would eventually tell me to stop. No teacher told me to stop, and I came out 2.5 hours later with a bright red forehead where I'd just been smacking this table consistently for 2.5 hours.
I can just imagine
Not
a
one
kid
fucking
just
teacher
sitting
told
there.
me to stop. There was a teacher, right, at the... Bear in mind, so there was a line of like 4 cubicles, and at one end there was a desk where the teacher was sat.
Mhm.
I was in the first cubicle, pretty much next to the teacher. And this bitch did not stop me headbutting this fucking table for the entire 2.5 hours I was in there.
If he's gonna
Just
give him brain damage, it's his problem.
Consistently smacking the
I
table.
respect the
repeatedly.
dedication.
I was like, well, you know, I don't think 2.5 hours is rightful punishment for the minor crime that I committed in covering a kid's bag in spit covered paper. You know, I think they overreacted. I think the CCTV wasn't incriminating enough as it was. Although they never showed me the CCTV, so I feel like there was something that could be taken from that as well.
It was probably a kid who saw you.
Oh no, it was CCTV because they told me. They were like, "Yeah, we caught you on CCTV. Here's your detention." Well, isolation.
Here, have it.
Isolation.
I'm not using mine. You can have it.
So yeah, 2.5 hours later. Do you know what's funny, right? They tell you to give your bag and stuff to them before they put you in the cubicle, so you can't like piss about on your phones and shit, right? And you'd have thought that's an excellent idea. I see no problem or flaw in this, except for the fact that if you have your phone in your blazer pocket and they don't know that, you can take your phone in with you.
Yeah.
However, in my, far superior intellect at the time, came out after my head was, suitably red and bruised and reasonably sore, thinking, right, I'll grab my phone out of my bag to find it in said blazer pocket that I was wearing the entire 2.5 hours I was in there. So not only did I have a bruised head from my, my political protest against the entire idea, I also had a perfectly healthy, non-painful, non-self-damaging method of keeping myself entertained that I did not know about. So, generally, all being said, it was a reasonably successful protest.
Fair enough. I'd call this a success.
And so that takes me back to my previous point that the Ferdum is incredibly strong and powerful.
You know, if someone can bang his head against the fucking wall for
For 2.5 hours,
2.5 hours and not fucking get a concussion,
that is true power. There is nobody in this universe more powerful than that, and that shows the true strength of my fairy armada.
you're the man that can defeat Chuck Norris.
Yeah, Chuck Norris has nothing on a stupid fairy.
Chuck Norris versus Desk Head Boy.
You put Chuck Norris versus a fucking fairy, the fairy would come out alive because Chuck Norris would have shot himself.
Yeah, basically.
Chuck Norris, mate. That's his name is Chuck Norris.
Two computers are busy in here.
You know, breaking bedrock is a fucking surgical procedure.
Breaking Bad.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna say Breaking Bad.
Breaking Bad Rock.
You know, basically at this point it is. Breaking Bad.
Does that mean that the base of the Minecraft world is made of crystal meth? Or
I want you
is
to
it
stop
made
talking.
or is it made of the bald dude from the show?
Both.
Like God took the bald dude from the show, stretched him out, and then like turned him into the base level of the Minecraft universe.
Yeah, that's basically what he did.
Yeah, pretty much.
My lungs need to stop.
Uh-huh.
Do you want to know the extent of my big brain?
Mm-hmm.
Go ahead.
When I found the iron and I needed sticks, right?
Mm-hmm.
I went
Mhm.
all the way back through the mine, all the way back up to my base to get sticks, to come back down, you know,
Yeah.
dying in the process and so on and so forth. Only to have just now realised that where I was smelting the iron was a mine shaft with wooden supports in every fucking direction.
You know, oh my god, I swear to god, like everyone and like that's around the spawn is connected with that mine shaft somehow.
Yeah, yeah, because I've come across spawners that have got lights, and everything that I'm going through is already lit with torches. So clearly, someone's already come through here.
Yeah.
But
Probably
yeah, I
you-
only just
Probably,
realised that.
you. Not Kale, but... What's your name?
What? Me?
Yeah, what's your
Yeah,
name?
Jesse.
I like
Jesse.
I like how we still don't know your name. Like,
No,
Yeah.
it's just I'm bad with names and I keep on forgetting. I was thinking it started with an L.
killing the baby spiders.
You'd expect.
Yeah.
Now, let's remove the rod power from.
Okay, so
Oh yeah.
do this.
Okay, so time to literally gather dirt for solid
Oh, come
15
on.
minutes or maybe an
For
hour.
what?
For
Why?
what? Because
Oh yeah, your fucking flooning mountain thingy.
floating islands.
It happened.
There's gonna be multiple of them.
And then
Each of them holding building,
Okay, so
castle, whatever.
that's to all be gone, and then I should do this.
No snow, snow.
now with the pathway.
Haha! I've passed the hiccups on.
Fuck you!
It did not do what it was supposed to
No! Yes!
do. Fuck.
No! Yes! Yes!
Oh well, let's just make a fucking portal out
No!
somewhere.
Yes!
Mhm. This seems to be a perfect place.
Alright.
Is everyone here just gonna have the hiccups constantly?
I can't stop mine, so I've just given in and let them have free reign.
Uh-huh.
And something weird.
No.
And then switch it back off. And something weird.
Your brother talking about?
It's not my brother.
Oh.
It's
That was
probably
from,
the video in the
Jesse.
background.
Yeah, it
so
was
much.
from Jesse's side.
Yeah.
Fuck it, let's just go back home through the nether portal and try it again later.
Nope. First, go back. Close there.
Okay, where the
No.
fuck? Oh yeah, hold on, I forgot. Fucking.
Okay.
Well,
There,
this is
fine.
not gonna be fun.
I don't care. This is not organized. I'm just gonna like. I'm gonna just mine for a
Oh
few
my
minutes.
god, that is
Why the
ridiculous.
fuck is there a random fucking pillar
I don't know.
into the sky.
It's been there for a while, I think.
I went on this mad fucking runabout because I didn't know where
I've
I
only
was.
just seen it
and
now.
right next to my fucking, right next to where I need to go to get out. I couldn't find my way out.
Huh?
I'm gonna go and look at that pillar now.
Okay.
This big fuck off pillar. Why? I constitute this as a war crime.
Yes.
For crimes against the Ferdum.
And the Skeldum.
Oh, by the way, we've also come to a conclusion that Adam is in fact trans,
I don't know about that.
and his trans name is Amanda.
I mean, I knew he was like kind of a furry, so
Yep, he's a trans furry slash femboy named Amanda.
well.
I thought it
Oh,
would
so
be
that's
Adina.
why he put the server on easy again.
Yeah.
Makes a lot of sense.
See?
I thought his name would be Adina.
No, Amanda sounds, you know, Adamy.
Adamy.
Atan.
Anatomy.
Well, I've
Sochi, right?
good news and bad news.
Good
My
news,
humor is
everyone.
terrible.
I'm dead.
Good news.
Which one do you want first?
Yes.
Well,
Yeah.
we've gotten to the top of the Nether, and we have a portal there.
Sex. You do realize
There
realize you
is
could have
currently
put
no way of going to the top of the Nether through the Nether though, so you actually have to use that portal specifically.
you can also build a portal above a certain Y level. In this current version, there's a bug that allows that.
And you're telling me that now after I spent 20 minutes trying to make bedrock?
Because I just now thought of it.
Thank you. I appreciate you.
Sorry.
It's no problem. It's in the hope it will work, and it didn't. So yeah.
Yeah.
Well, at least we have a portal now that can be used to easy travel.
Well, at least you got some content out of it. You got some entertaining stuff.
Yeah, like the fucking story of someone beating his head against the fucking desk.
Yeah.
While
I've
I'm
given
just
you- I've
no,
given
while
you
I'm
more
just sitting there
entertaining
trying
content
to
than
figure out what the
possibly
fuck I'm
need.
doing.
I've given you more entertaining content than you'd ever possibly need.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
3, 4.
It's been a long time since I've heard of such stupidity.
Yeah, I pride myself on it.
4.
No, you should.
Sup?
The last thing of such stupidity I've heard about was someone snorting. It was salt, I think.
You ever snorted sherbet?
Snorted sherbet?
Sherbet, as in like
The fuck?
the sour sugar stuff.
You
know,
mean-
like you get it?
No.
Yeah. Isn't sherbet like an ice cream type thing?
No, that's sorbet.
Oh. Sherbet.
Sherbet is basically just like powdered sugar that's like sour.
Why?
We used to do it just to see how much it would hurt. We do it in school just to be cool. Like, yeah, haha, we're snorting stuff.
Yeah, we're so cool. We're causing bodily harm to ourselves. That's unnecessary.
It really hurt. Gonna be honest.
Yeah, I know. I
I
like
wouldn't doubt it.
remember my friends.
I don't
like,
imagine it's a
jokingly
really
snorting.
smooth texture.
And I fucking dared him to, and let's just say he accidentally did, and I just see his face changing in the middle of class while I'm sitting next to him.
Did you ever do that thing in school where you like rolled up paper and like smoked it as if it was a cigarette? As if it was a cigarette, but it
No.
tasted
No,
better?
We weren't
honestly,
allowed
who
to have
didn't?
lighters in school.
Oh, we didn't necessarily have lighters in school. Like allowed to have lighters.
Yeah.
I mean, I used to do it with a magnifier.
I
Because they wouldn't
appreciate.
take a magnifying glass off you. No,
I
didn't see no
respect
reason
the
for it.
grind. I really do.
I used to carry a magnifying glass around with me everywhere. I remember getting hot in the garden by accident because I was melting plastic plant pots.
What?
I went to the end of my garden and I was using a magnifying glass and these like disposable plastic plant pots. You know, didn't think anything of it until I tried to walk up the garden again and I just could not walk straight for the life of me. I could not do it. And then when I spoke to my mum about it, she was like, "Well, what were you doing before?" I was like, "Well, I was melting like the disposable plant pot." And she was like, "Well, yeah, you were breathing in the fumes of melting plastic. Like, that's not good. That's not good for you. You're not supposed to do that shit." So yeah, I spent like half an hour just inhaling plastic fumes,
Neat.
which probably explains why I was smacking my head against the table in the detention like a couple of years later.
All
Yeah.
comes back
I
to
did
them.
the detention stuff was later than that in my life, so I imagine I probably did some level of damage with the plastic fumes. But hey, such is the way.
C'est la vie.
Can't be helped.
Not everything goes to plan in life.
Yeah,
You know,
Say love you,
snort
know.
some salt, inhale some toxic fumes,
yeah.
smash your head against the desk.
Repeatedly.
It happens.
It's normal. It's normal stuff.
I mean, it's kid stuff. I can see it happening. I've seen kids do some pretty stupid things.
Yeah.
I don't even know if this works. I don't know.
No, working with kids is really fun because they're all fucking idiots.
Yeah.
And they'll just tell you the most stupid things ever, and you're just sitting there like, how?
Yeah.
And then you start realizing, like, was I like that when I was that young?
Then you talk to a child and you realize, how did I survive past this point?
How are they alive? How am I alive?
How is anyone alive? Let's be real. You know, that's the questions we're all asking.
Respiration.
I don't know. What do I remember from back
Regulate.
then? I
Consume
remember
food.
smacking a kid's head against the wall.
I remember. I used to be the equivalent of a hitman in school. I do remember that. I was paid by other kids,
To bully other kids.
Yeah.
Really?
pretty much.
Nice.
I was paid by, so basically in the current school that at the time that I was in, it was 3 years. We had year 7, year 8, and year 9. So year 7 was I believe we were 11 to 12 years old,
Mhm.
and then year 8 was 12 to 13, and year 9 was 13 to 14, right? Or it might have been a year older than that. No, it was 12 for year 7, 13. Yeah, anyway, something like that. Anyway, I was in year 7, and the year 9s used to give me sweets and say, I want you to punch X
Oh, hi.
name, insert name here in the ball. So they'd give me, I'd claim a price on them, and then I'd go on my mission. And I would just walk up to the
Mission.
kid, punch him in the bollocks, and walk off, and he paid me sweets. And so basically the year 9s bully kids without getting their hands dirty. And that was what I did, and I actually got a reputation that actually followed me outside of school, even years later.
God.
But I was dubbed Devil Kid just because nobody fucking trusted me. Like if I came up to them, they weren't sure whether I was coming to chat or coming up to kick the shit out of them. So yeah, not many people trusted me. But it was funny because I didn't really realize just how far this reputation spanned until about 5 or 6 years later, and I was walking through a town, and this guy walked up to me and was like, "You're Devil Kid, aren't you?" And I was like, "Yeah, I used to be years ago." And they're like, "Oh yeah, I remember back then. Blah blah blah. I remember people talking about you." And they were like, "I never actually learnt your name. What is your name?" and so a lot of people actually knew my name. They just knew me as Devil Kid.
I mean, fair enough.
But yeah, but it was a problem because I was so short. Because I'm still only 5'3" now. But I was so short
5'3"?
yeah, and I'm like 20, well, nearly 24, and I'm like 5'3". So back then I was like fucking tiny, and so what it meant was that no fucker could catch me because I'd just run off and I'd be like running under fences and stuff, and no one could keep up because I'd have to like climb over the fence or whatever, and I could just like run under the barriers and things. So I'd always get away with it until this one lad who knew me anyway because his mum used to childmind us until my mum finished work. And he came up to me because apparently at some point or another I punched one of his mates in the balls, and I don't remember ever doing that. I didn't even remember his mate, but apparently I must have done at some point or another. And he was quite tall. He was even then he must have been about 6 foot, and he was only like 2 years older than me at the time. Like, he was a real tall motherfucker, he was. And yeah, he picked me up by my collar and lifted me a foot up the just held me up against the wall and rah, 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 shouting at me saying, "Come near my fucking friends again. I don't give a shit if you've been given sweets or anything, or someone's told you to do it. Don't fucking do it. Don't come near my mates." Right, okay, no problem, no worries. And then obviously with his mum being my childminder, when I found his mum, I told his mum that he'd been doing this and that to me, and he got a fucking hiding. Brilliant. Got an absolute fucking beating for like holding me up against the wall. And so I got away with it, and then I proceeded to continue my hitman career by kicking the shit out of kids. Yeah, yeah. I was getting paid sweets, and then I was selling off some of those sweets to other kids for money. Like, it was a business.
Dude, you basically have made a black
Did you
market
not-
in your school.
Did you not have the kid in your school that sold sweets? I swear every school has a kid that has a rucksack full of fucking sweets that he then palms off for slightly above the price he bought them.
No, we had kids with drugs instead.
Oh, no, we in the later years, yeah, but like I'm talking like when you're only like 11 and 12 and upwards
Oh,
from
damn.
that sort of time frame. We used to have kids in school that would have rucksacks full of sweets and like fucking cans of Dr Pepper and Mountain Dew and shit, and they'd just palm them off to kids for like 50p.
Oh, yeah.
or something.
we didn't really. We didn't.
Oh. Well, I was that kid.
I think there were kids like that. I'm not sure though.
So I'd get kids to give me shit for beating up kids, and then I'd sell those sweets to get money. So I'd have pocket money. It was great. It was a little business, so it was quite fun. Really, it was an enjoyable time. I put it behind me, but it never really. There was one incident, and I remember it, and I will never forget it. And it is the reason why I stopped. Because most of the time, when you punch a lad in the balls, initially he recoils because he's like, "Fuck," because it hurts,
Mm-hmm.
and then he chases you with a passion and a fury that is unmatched by anything in the known world. Like,
Yeah.
nothing matches a guy who's been punched in the balls and has got space for revenge.
Yeah.
So my reaction is to just run off, right?
Fair.
And I remember it was the last person I ever did this to, and I refused to do it ever again after this. Because I went up to this lad, and he wasn't a very popular lad, bless him. And he always wore these like blacked out sunglasses. He wasn't blind, but I think he had something going on. I'm not quite sure. He was very quiet, didn't really have many friends.
Aw.
But I had a hit, you know. I've been paid. It's a contract. So I performed the contract, and he didn't react particularly. He just sort of stared at me, and then turned around and just walked away. And it destroyed me. I hated it, and I never did it again. Because it was a reaction I'd never gotten. I'd never had that reaction. Everyone I'd done it to before, they'd gone fucking out. Then they'd recovered and they'd chased me for 20 minutes until the bell rang and we were back to class. I'd never had someone who'd just taken it and turned around and sort of just sulked to themselves and walked away. and let it go. I'd never had that,
Hope that kid's
and it
alright.
mortified me. It actually destroyed me,
It,
and so I never did it.
sounds really
It
fucking
sounds like
sad.
that was a common
Yeah.
situation. Like, that kid
It
was attacked
I
alive.
don't think it was common because we didn't really have that going on in the school. Otherwise, I wouldn't have made it a business like I did.
No, I mean,
But-
to him.
Yeah, even generally, we didn't really have a particularly violent school in that nature. Like I was a particularly odd one out in that respect. I didn't do it for any personal sort of hatred or anger towards anyone. I just saw it as a business. I got sweets out of it.
Yeah, I
Um,
mean, fair, but
you know, I was 11, 12, and being given sweets to perform one action and then run away and save myself. Like can't really complain at that.
Actually,
But
it might
yeah,
have been a
and,
thing
and
with
this
his
was
parents
like
or something.
because you could just see
Abusive
like
parents and such.
he reacted, you know, in the way that you would with the pain, and he just sort of looked at me and then he just turned around and walked away, and yeah, I'll never forget it. So yeah, so that
fuck
happened.
me.
Wasn't the most enjoyable moment of my life, to be honest.
Of your career.
Yeah, it wasn't the peak of my career.
It was
I
the
must say.
crushing moment of his career.
It was a real crushing moment. Cool.
He
So
must have had a fucking sad life at that point. Fucking hell.
Or abusive
Yeah.
parents. I'm
or
thinking
abusive parents, yeah, either or.
considering
Yeah,
the eye thing.
Either way, I feel
You might
really
have had
shit about it, and I've
legitimate problems with
forgotten
eyes,
it.
but there's still the chance. Sweet. Thanks, Creeper. Just revealed bit of iron for me.
Hell yeah.
It's always handy.
Mm-hmm.
Now, where the fuck did that portal go?
Somewhere. Are you above the portal? I mean, above the nether?
No, I'm looking for a portal that will lead me to it. I know it was somewhere here, so... Oh yeah, no, I know the spots. Should be around this corner.
Notice,
It is not.
notice, notice, notice.
Where the fuck? Okay, I could see the swamp. Could see that pillar.
I don't think you can. I don't think you can see the pillar.
You know, I have fucking screenshots of it. Why the fuck am I looking for it? I've got screenshots of the coordinates. Don't be stupid, be a smarty. Come and join the Nazi party. It's more that way, what? Okay, that almost killed me. Also, I found something really interesting. I remember
sure
a
you
few
have.
days ago looking at Adam's VODs.
Yeah.
He has keep inventory on himself.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Is this on a recent one?
It's the last one that's in announcements. It's the only ones you can watch. You just watch it and you see him die, and he still has his diamond sword in his hand, and I'm like, no, that's interesting. It's from 4 days ago, so
Oh, yeah. It's pretty recent.
well, about 4 days ago. So yeah, I'm just watching that, like, interesting. Also, he has slash home and slash back.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's a thing, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, but we can't use that. Doesn't
Sure.
work.
Yeah, we don't have the permissions for it.
Oh.
Oh well.
Well, we should probably talk to him about it. Instead of just thinking about it in silence.
Oi, slut! Take your fucking keep inventory off.
Or at least try and give us
Jesus.
the permissions for it. If you're not going to go through the trouble to allow us to have it, don't use it at all.
Mm-hmm.
If you say that exact sentence, he'll say, "One, I do as I please." I guarantee you, it'll be, "I'll do as I please." Well,
mean,
it'll
it's
be,
Adam.
"I do as I fucking please." Um, it'll be those exact words. I promise you that. So
It's
don't
Adam, like,
demand anything of it. Just like say, "Hey, could you just like request it? Don't demand it or anything."
It's alright, I'll just repeatedly call him Amanda until he changes his ways.
Don't do that.
It could be fucking hilarious.
Well,
it
Josh
could be
should know it.
hilarious, but chances
could
are it
also-
won't change.
You might also get kicked from the server from it. 'Cause that's what happened with
Nice,
Josh, pretty much.
That is
I told
true.
Josh to do an epic funny, and
Oh.
uh,
Nah,
What did you
I
do?
remember
uh,
Brandon. Like, I remember telling Josh, like, "Oh yeah, just spam Adam with hentai."
no,
The
no,
fucker
it
actually
wasn't
did
that. It wasn't that. It was the day of his ban. What
Of his
happened
sperma
was,
ban that he's never come back from. That
yes,
one?
yes, it's the
Oh
day
my
he was
God.
banned, and what happened was I was the final straw essentially. What I told Josh was to tell him, just like ask him to join VC or join VC with him in it, and just say, "Hey Adam, your foot fetish has gone out of control," and I got a whole bunch of people to do it, and he was the last straw. So as a result, he just kicked him, well, just banned him, and used that as
So-
the excuse for banning him.
You saved us from Josh, basically.
Saved is
Yeah.
a overstatement.
Listen, it's thanks to you that no one talks to Josh anymore.
No, I still talk to him. We're still friends.
Traitor.
There's people who just hate him. I'm not one of those people.
I don't know. I'm impartial at some points.
I don't think it's impartial if you say you saved us from a person.
I mean, well, I'm a bit more leaning to the hate side.
That's fair.
I think most of the people who actually still remember him in the server are.
Ah, God. My body just like had a pulse of shivers.
Yeah, I heard that. That didn't sound right.
Oh, for a second I thought I had 7 viewers somehow.
I wish.
In no way is my stream that entertaining, I know that. But yeah. Okay.
Okay, so
craft
I need
some-
trapdoors. So
You
let's go with
do?
trapdoors. Listen, I'm gonna break the nether. I'm gonna break this bedrock. It's gonna fucking work. If it's the last thing I'll do on this server.
I feel like it's probably not.
There we go. That feels a lot better.
I need this too. I need it. And then all we have to do.
Okay, so I already got that area. Stay there. Just so I can find out what's there. Torch up this place.
Fuck was that?
Me seeing a skeleton and panicking a little bit.
Ah, fair.
Where the fuck do you come from? Sorry, base. Ah! Stop! Alright. Can't believe I'm stuck. I got stuck there. Can't believe it. I'm in shock. I'm in utter shock. My body is in peril.
This
The shookethness is great.
and the north.
Huh?
Hmm.
How long have you been hiccuping?
A while.
Notice, 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 no. Notice, 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 no.
Haha. My house is Fort Knox.
How do you mean?
It's not Fort Knox, but I've got a locking mechanism on.
Sweet.
No, you will find that a locking mechanism is in violation of the Homeowners Association.
I don't think it is.
There isn't really any violations yet, since there technically isn't one.
Yeah. That's why I said I don't think it is. Are you near bed yet?
I don't have a bed.
God, fucking.
Leave
I've
the
got
server
a-
now.
I've got a minecart.
Could you just like disconnect from the server for a few seconds?
I'm actually going to disconnect anyway. I'm going to stream.
Oh. How long have I been live?
There you go.
Leaving us.
No, I'm still gonna chat to you guys. I'm just not gonna
Oh,
stream
fair.
Minecraft.
Cool.
You got any more of your genius stories?
Oh, not quite sure at the minute. I've got many stories, not all. Devil Kid and the headbutting table, but
That sounds like a actual story name.
Fuck!
Devil
Kid and the headbutting table.
Yeah.
So I just write it as some like really weird, fucked up like mashup history story. I don't know.
Come on, come on.
Yeah. Let's travel down here, and then.
Goddamn motherfucking hiccups.
What do you want, cat?
That was the best hiccup yet.
Bet it was.
At this point, I've given up trying to stop the hiccups.
You've said this.
Mm. Giving the hiccups free reign is much more satisfying. Shall I install Crysis and play Crysis, given the fact that the remaster is coming, and I've never actually played Crysis?
You've never played Crysis?
No.
I mean,
Back when it came out, my PC wasn't in a state to run such a game.
I didn't really have a PC in a state to run the game, so.
Crysis was all about having the most powerful god tier PC ever existent.
I guess.
Thing is, will the remaster be the same?
Remastered will be on a hardcore level. I feel like that, like given the history of the game, they'd have to make it like beyond next gen. Like you'd have to have stupidly high level of PC to run it at its ultra.
Yeah.
Because that was the whole point of Crysis, was that it was at the time the best game graphically of any game anyone had ever seen at the time. You know, it was at the peak of what could possibly be done with a computer graphically. So they would be foolish to release a remaster that didn't meet up to its previous name.
What the
Your
fuck?
That's
brother
my
sure is
brother.
entertaining.
Yeah, that is my brother. It's my endless waste of a human existence that I could.
8, 16, 4.
I'm gonna play a bass program.
That's 6.
Sounds fun.
Yeah, yeah. I need to change that from that to that. Save changes.
Sample setup.
40, that is 48.
Meow bot.
Meow, but it's not cats. I don't fucking know.
Meow, but it's an echo.
I wonder what I'm having for dinner.
Food.
Oh yeah,
Hopefully
possibly.
something edible.
I hope.
Okay, let's try one more thing. If this doesn't work, I'm basically giving up.
Hey, how many diamonds? Oh, what? Cancel. How many diamonds do you have right now?
None.
Oh, okay. I was really hoping for a diamond shovel, right?
No. Sadly, not. I wish I did, but I'm basically living off of others for diamonds right now.
Fair. Okay. Back to the mine it is then. Block by block by block by block. Mining skills increase. Nice. Do you guys have any like plans right now for the future, since this whole COVID thing's happening?
My
I'm
plan
just
is not get COVID.
yeah. I mean that's the
That's
biggest
fair.
thing, but I'm probably gonna try and start a business.
Nice.
Well, more freelancing stuff, but
You
still
are
work.
aware of just how difficult it is going to be to start an own business, let alone finding work afterwards.
Well, I'm mostly gonna try freelancing since I still got a year of school minimum left. So
It's fair,
Yeah.
but the economy is going to be battered, and it's going to take more a year or two to come back from what's happened.
it's gonna take a couple of years
Yeah,
since chances are we're probably gonna be losing about 10% of the economy.
Yeah.
roll fact.
So it's gonna take like 4 years or something to get it back.
Adam and the space duck
Yeah, they're in general.
are in general.
Yeah.
Who the fuck is this? Oh, it's Daniel. Is that Russian Dan? The other Dan?
No. That Dan's, the one that's currently in the call with Adam is Mexican Dan.
Oh, okay. I like
many
how we just
fucking
define the
Dans do we have?
Dans by like ethnic background.
How many fucking Dans do we have?
I think
We have
4.
Russian Dan, Mexican Dan. I know the other Dans, but I can't remember where they're particularly from. Or their names either, other than being Dans.
Yep.
have so many Dans and yet I've never spoken to one.
So many Dans, so little time.
Mm-hmm. Craft a pickaxe. Me and my pickaxe hand.
Actually, now that I think about it, if the economy's fucking shot, it actually doesn't really matter for me. What I studied in fucking high school will actually be quite handy for
Hmm.
basically every situation, so I'm quite safe on finding work. I'd rather not do electricity, but like if I have to, better than nothing. Are you right?
No.
Mm-hmm.
It honestly doesn't really fucking sound like it. Fucking hell. Anyway, I'm giving up on breaking the nether. I'm done.
That was.
That was a good, strong, long fight, and I'm proud of you for your,
Yeah.
determination.
Was a fight meant to further the Fur Nation and the Skill Nation?
Yeah.
And we lost this time around. We will return one day.
Nah, I can't win them all.
Yeah. It's basically just dumb luck eventually, isn't it?
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
That is life, though. Life is just a series of moments of dumb luck.
Yeah.
Yeah. Actually, could be to do with the amount of fucking ping I have.
Ping schming.
Yeah. Try the
Yeah,
nether
well,
portal thing. I think it's like above 120.
Well, no, I've already have one like above the nether, so that's not a problem. I just walk to wherever I want to place another one.
Oh.
It's just like I wanted easy access to like go through the nether like normally and
Yeah, you're gonna
above
need
the nether.
frame perfect shit for that.
Yeah, I don't think that works with like 300 ping.
Correct.
I love being on another continent.
Yeah, but your continent sucks.
Well, you can still love a place and hate it as well.
Yeah,
Well, the only other example of that occurrence happening is Quebec in Canada, and it's understandable why they don't like it.
I mean I hate the
Tomatoes thinking
government,
they're
doesn't
French.
say I hate the nation. The government's fucking shit.
I'm gonna be right back.
Actually, now that I think about it, is it mandatory to fucking vote in the UK?
I don't vote, so I guess not.
Fucking lucky bastards.
I don't know. It may be mandatory, but I've never voted.
Well, if it is mandatory
never
and
had
you've
a
never
problem.
gotten a fucking notice for it, it isn't.
Probably isn't there. I don't know.
Lucky bastards. Just means that the fucking dumb people who aren't interested in politics don't. All for the better.
Can't wait for it to actually be summer and this fan to be still like beyond not enough. It's already not enough right now.
I need to
I'm
swallow
gonna
my
have
tongue
to
with that one.
start pulling out my fan soon.
Yeah, probably.
Ah,
And my air conditioning again.
Yeah.
Makes so much noise. Oh, everything to not sweat, I guess.
Yeah.
You honestly don't sound healthy anymore. Actually, sounds like you're almost puking at this point.
It is hurting, I'm gonna be honest.
Probably shouldn't.
You
Yeah,
know,
but you forget that I already have a bad luck in it, don't I? So
Fair.
it could just be that. I don't know. I'm dying one way or the other.
we all die someday, so
Yeah.
rather not right now, but like,
Yeah.
someday when I've just accepted it, like, fine. Why are there just encased fish?
On what?
Well, where they're planning to build the fucking courthouse eventually, there's just like a glass display of like 3 fish on the side.
Mm. Alright.
Poor fish.
Poor fish indeed.
Bruh.
No, I didn't want that. God damn it. There we go. See, I've just had someone in the chat tell me that I sound northern, but I don't, because half the English people I speak to tell me I sound southern, and then anyone else seems to tell me that I don't sound like either. It's quite funny. It's quite interesting to see how different people think my accent sounds, because I don't think I have any accent.
Well, that's just
Like, obviously,
you.
it's British to some extent,
Yeah.
but like,
Well, it's clearly
like-
British somewhere, but like,
it's not
where is the
specifically
question.
like northern or southern, because I'm born born and raised smack bang in the middle.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's like, fucking.
It's probably
like,
aspects of
where-
all of them.
Yeah, like where I was born is literally on the middle line of the country, like. But people still seem to believe that I have like this northern accent or this southern accent. It's like I don't have either.
Yeah.
Let people think what
Then
they
again, the person who is saying it is a friend of mine who is extremely southern. Is like super southern, so that's probably where it's coming from.
want.
Fair.
I still don't think I'm that southern though.
Yeah.
I wouldn't be able to tell you.
Neither would I. It's not just because I'm American. It's just I haven't heard the differences much,
Yeah.
and I'm not really. I watch some British YouTubers, and I don't really know where they live, so I can't really tell you.
That's fair.
Well, I mean, I watched some guys that are like properly from the south and from Wales, and you don't sound anything like them.
Oh no, the Wales is super west, and they do have their own accent, same as the Irish.
Yeah,
and the
I know,
Scottish.
I know, but like most of the other guys are like from around London, so you don't
Oh,
sound
yeah,
anything like them.
Yeah, no, I'm slightly north of London. I'm not super far north of, but I'm slightly north. Yeah, and then I got another tooth. Yeah, that should be plenty to get me to the moon and back.
To the
I do
moon?
need parachutes though.
I forgot you switched to KSP. I was thinking, the
Yeah.
moon? I don't think we have that mod installed.
I
No.
wish.
Uh,
But then we wouldn't have MCMMO, so yeah.
yeah.
And then just to be safe, I'm gonna smack on 2 more of the big parachutes. Ugh.
Why has no one figured out
Who
yet how
needs
to do this?
Windows? No one needs Windows.
Figured out how to do what?
Plugins and mods at the same time.
I'm pretty sure they have.
I mean, there's no real way as far
Command
as
and
I know.
control.
Because there's
Scale that up.
servers and shit. Like public servers and shit, and they have plugins and mods.
Which servers are you talking about, though?
Like modded servers. Like public modded servers.
Big modded servers.
Yeah.
Big modded popular. Big modded big popular big servers.
The popular people. The people who are
Okay.
famous. The servers that are
So-
famous.
It's gonna be like the world's wobbliest shit, but fuck it, we'll wing it. If I put more
I mean,
control
that's everything.
surfaces,
That's everything. Basically, everyone does in KSP. Just make wobbly things, and it works eventually.
yeah, I suppose that is true to some extent. However, I do like to.
You
You know,
Right,
people
usually
like
have
to have
Hulu
control.
stuff.
Yes, I understand. But
Some people are mega nerds.
Okay, so this should work. The more control surfaces, the better. That's what I
famous
always
last
say.
words.
That is famous last words. Actually, you should never have too many control surfaces.
Yeah.
But we're gonna do it anyway because we can. So
There was
let's go.
for a second I thought there was just someone in my wall on the game. Cause
In
like
your wall.
yeah, cause I saw like the bottom of the oak planks and the side of the oak log, and I thought it was like a name tag.
Good job.
Because I saw the lines from the oak, and well, there's a chest, follow. It looks like it. Shut up. I
I
don't
don't
need your
want to shut up.
opinion.
You shut up.
I don't need your opinion.
Opinion is
We don't need any non-furry or scaly opinions in here.
Exactly.
Shut up, ho.
Anyone who is non-furry or non-scaly is racist.
It's true. Can't argue with that.
Sonic Fox 2020.
Oh, come on. There we go.
Imagine being Sonic Fox unironically. This guy gets it.
This guy always gets it.
Yeah, he does. Okay.
Now remember, kids, always do your gravity turn at about 10,000 meters.
Woohoo.
I'm doing it a little bit early because fucking over zealous, and I nearly ended up flipping because of it. But always go to about 45 degrees by the time you hit 10,000, and you'll have a nice, good, strong gravity turn going on.
Whoa.
There's your education for the day.
Class dismissed.
Yeah.
Is this our new Zoom classes?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm. Just me teaching you how to fly a rocket into the low urban orbit. So you need to know you'll get through anything.
Yeah, basically get through anything in life at that point. So
Uh-huh. I don't feel like pressing the jump button every time going up these stairs. So I'm just turning on auto jump.
fuck. No, no, you don't. Yes, blow each other up. Good job.
Minecraft, but there's a hiccuping British person in the background.
Basically.
Shut the fuck up.
I mean, at this point, it just doesn't sound healthy anymore.
Me singing All Star while my parents hiccup in the background.
Hold your breath for as long as you can, and then once you can't, slowly
But
breathe
there's
out of your nose.
no entertainment in.
Well, I'm getting annoyed.
But that's fine. You can get annoyed. I don't give a shit.
As long as he isn't annoyed, not his problem.
Fair. Time to die. You're gonna strangle you.
Oh.
You're gonna break.
Now
Yeah.
remember, guys, if you want to do a Mun orbit or a Mun passover, and you want to have a nice low periapse when you come back round again for a free re-entry, always make sure that you cross the front of the moon, not behind them. Don't catch up to the moon, go in front of it. That way you can slingshot yourself back again. Shit, I went too far. You can slingshot yourself back round and bring yourself in for a look.
Shut up, nerd.
A straight passo. Shut the fuck up,
Nerd.
slut.
No, that's just mean.
It's not me.
As long as it isn't against furries, it's not me.
Exactly. This.
We got to stick together in hard times, don't we?
Yeah. 20. So
Are you excited for KSP 2?
Mm-hmm.
I am actually super excited.
I'm just hoping that when that releases, I'll actually, like, somehow have the ability to play KSP. And I'll be a fucking idiot.
Well, it'll probably be more optimized.
That'll help.
Do it. There's a whole lot more that KSP 1 never even got close to having, including
Mhm.
Interstellar Flight
Yeah. And multiplayer on the base
and
game.
multiplayer on the base game as opposed to needing modding and things.
Needing mods that barely work.
No,
And
the mods
also
work fine.
Rocket Pod. Actually, to be fair, the dark multiplayer mod for works pretty fucking well, all things considered.
I mean, I tried
and
it only
Brandon-
once.
Me and Brandon used it quite often.
Yeah.
I
That's
only
fine.
tried it once with a friend, and let's just say that when both of us tried to launch a rocket, neither of us could anymore. Because everything just started exploding every time we tried to launch.
Or they've changed it since then, so you're not when you're on the launch pad, you're not the same space and entity space.
Yeah.
But then once you've launched in space and once you've started going, you are then part of the same entities. You can dock. Like me and Brandon made a space station, and
We've docked several parts of ours together.
Yeah.
The space station. It's gayer than it's not gay. It's not as gay as it sounds.
it's gayer than it sounds.
Uh,
I'm
bit of
straight.
gayness, always okay.
I'm straight. I swear.
No, you're not. No one is.
No, what is true?
There is no straight white male.
Straighter than your dad.
I will take that science. I will observe. I will take that. I will look that. I will take that. Look at that. I will take that as well. Thank you very much. Crew report. Yeah, I'll take that. Thank you very much. And take an EVA report. Thank you very much. I'll take that as well. Collect data. Data. And collect data. Now, when we go back to Kervin, we don't have to bring any of the science pod back with. Who calls that?
Mwahaha.
So I don't have to have as much weight when it comes to the whole land thing. that whole landing business. And I'm on a return trajectory that will take me into Kerbin's atmosphere.
That's nice.
So I don't even have to worry about the fact that I've got 95 liters of fuel. I do want to go to retrograde though, because I don't want my pod to just explode and I want to parachute side.
The exploding is the most fun part of the game.
Not in science mode, where you want to maintain it.
Oh yeah, not in science mode.
Mm-hmm.
Oh fuck me, it's 11 already. Holy shit.
Oh god, oh god, I
Probably
need
should
to...
what?
Oh, okay, I have decoupled.
11
That
p.m.
explains
or
it.
Yeah. I keep forgetting which is which.
Haha,
p.m.
this is gonna be a
afternoon
successful...
time.
The ones that later, that's like basically fucking
I
midnight.
need to get better
Okay,
time.
yeah, p.m.
I can't be dealing with this, I need a better time mod. Which there is one called Better Time. And it allows you to, like, physics warp, but, like, to 10 times speed instead of 4 times.
I think of p.m. as past morning.
I think of it as post-mortem, because everybody feels dead after lunchtime.
Well, maybe that's just people in wherever you live.
Maybe that's just me.
Sounds like a you thing.
Sounds like a me problem.
Sounds like a U. Not a Y, not a Z, just a U.
Don't need these drogue shoots now, really. So cut the fuckers off. Yeah. And now we just wait for it to go back down. We've got another 600 meters. Yeah, 5 minutes a second. I could cry, but I can get some water samples. I don't think I've actually landed on the sea yet. This science playthrough. Might have done, but I don't remember doing. I told you I'd completed the science tree. No, Brandon.
Mm-hmm.
I was very proud of myself in that.
I'm proud of you as well.
I did take the cheaty route, which is why I'm doing it again. If you just do a run to Duna with science labs, if you just unlock enough tech to get to Duna with the science lab, you can just research science and then you can 1,000 science. So it's a little bit of a cheaty way of doing it, because you just like around Duna over and over and over again. Fuel systems. I would like the fuel ducts, please. Thank you very much. Just so that I can then do asparagus staging and then I can get to like, stupid amounts of distances without really trying. I want better science as well. Where is my science?
Bottom.
I know you're a bottom. You don't need to tell everybody. Get it? Because you're gay.
I mean, you need to switch it around every once in a while, don't you?
Not Brandon.
Switch.
Brandon can't handle the top.
Mm-hmm.
I'm only messing, Brandon.
Brandon's a power bomb.
You're as straight as a fucking... You got that little bend at the end, but you're pretty much straight in a nutshell.
Straight as a stick of spaghetti.
Yeah.
Okay, so now I can scrap this entire rocket plan. Almost the entire rocket plan. And start again, because I've now got asparagus staging. How cool is that, guys?
As fragile as it too.
It's fucking amazing.
I know, right? Because nothing shows happening over the asparagus staging that will take you back without even questioning it. Actually, you know what? No, I'm going to. God, I had the new tank came with the fuel pipe. I only wanted the pipe. I got new tanks and everything. Oh my god! I'm so excited.
Oh, sweet.
Extra bit of fuel.
Underground water source.
Underground water source.
Yeah, all the way down at level Y11.
Oh my god.
That's
That's
epic
amazing.
find.
Epic
Yeah.
gamer.
Oh! Can't believe I just ignored this diamond, basically. I missed it completely. Please don't tell me this is just one block. It's just one
Oh,
block.
but it is.
I'm sad now. Oh, message. Or notification. The fuck this shit about? One sec.
Mm-hmm.
Why the fuck is that being... Why is that in my notification thing?
What is?
I don't know.
YouTuber that I don't watch is in my notifications.
Oh, YouTube's wanting to get you to watch other stuff.
No, I mean my notifications on my phone.
Yeah, it happens.
Yeah, sometimes it does that.
That's dumb.
Yeah,
Yeah.
welcome to YouTube. Enjoy your stay because you're not really going anywhere else, are you?
It's true, they've got such a monopoly system.
Mm-hmm.
Well, they didn't
there's
really
some
force the
diamonds.
monopoly, so it's not really anything that can be done about it.
Okay, there we go. That's 7 diamonds right there.
Oh god.
Alright, going back to the surface,
What's
because I
that?
don't
So,
Because I'm not gonna risk, well,
Is it
well, not
decent?
risk. I'm
so
not gonna
let's
go
get
any
to
further with my
this.
with my diamond mining
Let's go to
without
this.
fortune pick.
And then these. Go to this. So,
I'm
asparagus
just
complete.
of the opinion, just get your excavation level to like 350 and then mine, and then do excavation stuff.
You can do that if you want.
Engines.
1% chance of diamonds for every block you break with a shovel.
Yeah, I know.
I'm grinding towards that. I'm like more than halfway there, so. But for now, I've been kind of living off of someone else's diamonds.
Alright. Pickaxe time. I'm gonna break into your base, by the way.
Why?
Because I need to use your enchantment table.
There's an enchantment table at Adam's house that has like level 30 enchantments.
Oh. Okay,
So you can go there
fair.
if you want that. If you want lower level enchantments, then yeah, you have to go to mine.
Okay, so scene amounts. So that goes there. That goes there.
Okay.
These lot blast off, and actually that disconnects. And then when that one's out, then disconnect
go
those
back on the
ones. Those ones disconnect. Those ones and those disconnect. Actually, that disconnect. So
my
troops
base
going
into
at the
this,
same time.
this
So
cobblestone.
good. Um, ground. We're gonna put loads of little legs on this food.
Okay.
Going to be started retracted because it's going to do. I don't need to worry about ground stuff. That communicating, so I don't need to worry about extra. We don't need a crew cabin on there. So this stuff again.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah, fuck it. That should, all being well, I am actually going to put
Okay.
that's too big. Haha, that's what she said.
Is it?
No, not even remotely.
Thought so.
Gotta be honest. Can't exactly lie, can I?
Can
I
try.
just passed by my bridge, and
It's
it
true, I can
reminded me
try.
of the whole situation of you saying, "Oh hey, this is a night bridge. Oh wait, it's condemned. Never mind, this is a shitty bridge."
Yeah.
Is it also condemned by the Furdum now?
Condemned by them. Yes.
There's literally
No, it was never condemned by me. I saw it and I was like, oh, this is a bridge, and I was
Yeah.
like, oh, it's not
it's
so nice.
unfairly condemned. Literally, the only reason this whole thing happened was because Katie made a big fuss about his rail being destroyed. Just like 3 segments of it.
Yeah, well, you can't complain about it now. It's mostly underground.
Mm-hmm.
Thanks to me.
Oh god.
Don't worry, Brandon. I'll be in on the trial.
Good.
I'll be on your defense.
Good.
I'm not gonna lie though, so
Yeah.
I'm not gonna lie for you.
If they
I
say
don't
some
expect-
shit and he's like, you know what, that's fair. That kid's
Yeah.
game over.
Yeah. I'm gonna agree if it's fair. But if it's unfair,
Yeah, I can't argue with that.
Yeah.
Right, okay, so that should work. We'll want to have these as well.
Stop.
We'll just smack them on like that. I don't really care that they're
Yo.
particularly
That's
well
a minute
placed.
Go. That's a minute go. I can remember. Oh, I didn't. Yeah, I didn't realize you meant it was this far down. Underground, I mean.
Oh, yeah, now that I think about it, Brandon, you haven't actually watched the VOD where he fucking does that, have you?
Does what?
Where he starts the trial on you.
I don't. Yeah, I don't think I watched the video where he decided to start a trial.
Oh yeah, no, he started making a fucking Photoshop document in like a fucking ancient Photoshop version.
Yeah. I saw that
I'm
part.
like, the fuck is this kid using? Excuse me? High thievery.
Mm-hmm.
Being homeless is now a crime, apparently.
Yep.
Yeah. Luckily, I'm no longer homeless.
I mean, in all technicality, you were for like a day.
Yeah, for a single day.
Oh god, okay, so turns out my ship needs some more vectoring engines. which I should have really guessed anyway. So we're going to put more featuring engines on it.
Sweet, where's
Taking this engine off.
his
And
house?
putting on a little swivel engine. Nice little engine, like
Where's
Dory
his house?
engine.
Though? Where's his house at?
Probably shouldn't do that.
What?
Where's his house at? What direction of the
Adam.
bridge?
It's to the west of the bridge, actually.
It's not going to be the most efficient.
Like,
system.
just go to, like, I think it's Suti who's building that big house. That's not even halfway done.
It's not much.
Just
Yeah.
go there, and somewhere there you'll find the railway again.
Oh,
It
okay.
pops up somewhere there.
Okay, let's try this again.
Oh, yeah, I found it.
Yeah, and then just follow it.
Will do.
Since everything past that point is not my duty to make.
Oh. Is that a obnoxiously ugly dirt structure? Like his house?
No. This house is like a fucking very tiny shack.
Oh, okay.
Oh god.
Can't wait till the courthouse is finally finished. Because I'm tired of seeing this ugly dirt thing
Yeah.
in my view.
I mean, to be fair, it's looking kinda nice already, though.
Not really.
Gonna take away these little engines.
In some ways it does.
No. Good.
I mean,
Did
it's
where the
got
tank
a
going?
nice overall shape, but it's just a bunch of dirt blocks right now.
Oh yeah, no, that's the bad part, but like the overall shape is nice.
Alright, so where around it is it? Is it at the back of it?
To the west of it. Just continue to the west and you'll end up seeing his railway end somewhere, and
Alright.
like directly next to that is his house. With his dog Milo in it.
Alright. Well, I don't think I found his house, but I did find enchantment table, which is all I really need.
Oh yeah, his house just past that hill. Ah, amazing news. I'm back to iron pickaxes because I don't have diamonds.
There we go, fortune 1,
Fuck yeah.
fortune 3. Are you level 30?
20.
20. Damn. Well, guess I'm gonna settle with fortune 1. 'Cause I can't be bothered to.
Okay, so we need slightly more. It's not going very well.
Jesus Christ, that's a lot of diamonds. There's
Where?
like 3 stacks of diamonds here.
And those barrels?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's whose diamonds I've been living off, basically.
Oh.
Yeah, no, he put like 12 diamonds in the community chest. I'm like, what? Then he's like, oh yeah, just gather me some quartz and I'll give you more. So there's quartz on top of the courthouse right now, waiting to be used, and I'm waiting for my payment.
Yeah.
There we go. Right.
Is it Alex?
Do a little better.
Is it
Why
Alex?
that's saying that? What's that?
Whoever builds the courthouse owns those diamonds. I know that much. Oh, for
Okay.
fuck's sakes.
Yeah, it's probably Alex then.
Yeah, it could be. I don't know. I'm bad with names. Took me 2 weeks to remember yours, so.
Fair. Notice, note.
Finally building something again. It's been so long.
Oh yeah, if they bring up the homeless thing, I can just tell them to look over the mountain, and they'll find my house.
Mm-hmm.
If you were homeless, you could have just said that you were living with me.
Mhm.
Or with me again. You could actually just say that.
Yeah.
You were basically living with me the entire time.
Mhm.
And that you used a temporary location as your sleeping location. Because it was easier.
Yeah.
Since that's a good argument.
I don't know why it's tipping over so aggressively. I don't understand. I guess we're going to do a much later gravity turn then.
At some point you have to accept your losses.
Stone sword time. Cause, frickin' bamboo's breaking my wooden sword like a lot.
What?
The bamboo.
Oh,
is breaking
interesting. Okay, that makes no
all my
sense.
wooden
Right.
swords to break.
To vehicle assembly, that shouldn't have done what it did. Why did this happen?
Notice, oh no.
So the first one's to disconnect to these ones, yep. So
Yeah.
these ones point into these.
Oh yeah. Back to the mine.
Those pump into there. Oh. Yeah, so those pump into there, and that's fine. Oh, that's why. That makes much more sense.
What's going on?
I had my asparagus staging all put up from the very beginning, and I wondered why like two out of my 3 disconnections were both running out at the same time. So obviously it runs out in stages,
Mhm.
and it turns out I'd got the staging all around, so I was burning like 2 tanks to empty
Neat.
instead of only like the 1 tank pair of tanks that I needed to be burning to empty first. Also explains why I was like control.
Fair.
Wait a minute. Hmm.
I'll be right back.
Mm-hmm. There we go. Fuck me now. Got there eventually. Okay. Maybe we'll succeed in doing what we're planning on doing this time.
It's always a big question.
It's a good plan, at the very least.
There's only one plan that works in life.
Succeeding.
No plan.
No plan is the best plan.
Yep.
Because if you ain't got no plan, no one can predict how to stop it.
Yeah, but your plan can never fail. You always succeed in life.
Okay, I'm back.
Hello.
Hi.
Hello.
Hi.
Hi, how you doing?
Cold.
Hi, how are you?
Just that there. And then make stairs from cobble. Still kind of upset. Well,
Hmm?
I'm still upset at the fact that when you craft stairs in the crafting table, it gives you 4 instead of 6 or 8.
Yeah. Well, with wood it's still a problem, but with stone it's kind of helped with the stone cutter.
Mm-hmm.
So at least you don't have that problem with stone anymore.
Yeah. Do. Sweet. Leveling up.
I really sort out these chests again.
What?
I really need to sort out my chests again.
Yeah.
Oh well. Do that when I'm done. But whatever works for now.
You know?
Sure.
What do I know?
Nothing. You know nothing.
You know nothing, Johns. You'll know nothing.
Yeah, that's
Fair.
about right. Oh, hi, Matt.
You'll know nothing, Jon Snow. See, that's Northern. You speak like that.
sounds Scottish.
No, it's not Scottish. That's Scottish. You speak like that is Scottish.
Scottish is northern, in my opinion.
Scottish. I mean, Scottish is northern, but it's not as north. It's much in comparison to. You know nothing, John. That's still England. It's just northern England. It's like Yorkshire. Bloody Yorkshire.
York shit.
Yorkshire fucking puddings.
York shit.
Ooh, I've got plenty of fucking fuel.
Nice.
I got 2,300 meters per second of delta V. That's fucking plenty.
Hopefully.
Sounds like plenty.
One sheet does plenty. That was actually an advert for a product. One sheet does plenty.
It's for toilet paper?
Yeah. Well, no, it was actually for like kitchen roll, so like kitchen paper.
Yeah.
You'd use for mopping up shit. But yeah, it was. So there you go.
Close enough.
Yeah.
Basically the same.
Shit to the fuck. Brethren.
Me? Breadin?
Bread bin.
Breadin.
When you call someone your brother, when you call someone your bread bin, it's like your brethren, mate, your brother. Bread bin. But then like, because it's technically you're supposed to say brethren. You know, like your brethren, man. But you say bread bin because it sounds cooler.
I don't think that sounds cooler.
No, it definitely
That's because
sounds
you're
cool.
wrong. Exactly. See, the scaly gets it.
Fucking Belgian scaly gets it.
Okay.
There's no better human on this planet than a Belgian scale. Did you not know this?
I did not know.
Well, there you
I
go.
was
now you
unaware of the
do.
Belgian scaly. I apologize for my sins. For my ignorance.
Good. Can better do.
But what is he converting? Scaly or furry? Is this somehow starting to look nice?
Unlikely.
Okay,
I don't
it's
believe
fucking not. Fuck. But I need to put in a lot more work. I don't want to. In Belgian, I'm supposed to be lazy.
Sure.
Wait, no, those are fucking Walloons. I'm Flemish. I'm supposed to be industrious.
See, we the British earned the ability to put our feet up and have everything made for us because we had the Industrial Revolution, which means that we invented work.
I don't think you invented work.
We did. We invented work. The
No.
Industrial Revolution means that we invented work.
You invented the automation of work.
Nope, we invented work.
Nope.
And that's why we are entitled to have anything we want made for us.
Is that why you took India?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
No, they took India because there's brown people there.
Oh, can't say.
Oh, nice, silverfish.
4 million people. We ran them single-handedly. They're an extremely small country with an extremely high population rate. And we managed to go, you know what? We'll have them. And with no argument managed to control You know, the best part of half a century.
Well, no, the thing is that you slowly like conquer your way through it with Bengal, and then decide like, oh yeah, Bengal, you're ours now. Fuck off.
Yeah. But then they were like, no, we want freedom. We want to be our own people. So we were like, ha, nah. And we made it the British Raj and just bullied them.
You know,
Like,
I do.
I
independence,
love it
don't
when
be
people
silly, we
refer
did that
to
with them.
like the
You're not
past as
getting the
just
same
bullying
treatment.
people.
But listen, no. I do think the Belgians won up to you with Congo.
Yeah, I'm not so sure. Don't forget, we did have Uganda.
Ooh, yeah.
You know?
But still, like our king just said, like, yeah, this is Belgium now, and everyone's like, oh,
Sure.
he can do that.
Yeah,
Yes,
did
he
you not
can.
know that? Of course we can. That's how it works.
Then the French woke up and decided, oh yeah, we also want Africa.
And then everyone fought over it.
Yeah,
Yeah.
Belgium basically started it.
Mm-hmm.
We started the scramble for Africa.
Congratulations.
You know, we need something to be proud of, okay?
I'm not saying it's
What
something.
else do we have?
The waffles.
That is the most condescending thing you can say to a Belgian.
No.
There's nothing
Our
more
waffles
condescending
are
to a Belgian
something.
than that.
But French fries is where it's all at.
That is true, you did make French fries. Despite the name giving a very different idea.
Yeah, it's basically because fucking Walloons decide to
French
speak
fries, they're
French.
from France, right? Nope.
No, the good ones are from Belgium.
But then if you said Belgian fries, it would sound weird.
Yeah, it honestly sounds weird, but
Well, that's
they're
because we're
actually
just
the
used
better
to
ones.
it.
Like the good fat ones are Belgian fries.
Hey, nothing beats a great British chip, though. Fish and fucking chips, lads.
There's
I
a
know
lot
that
of space.
Belgium. I know that Belgium doesn't really understand what a fish is due to the fact that they don't have any form of water near them. But
We have West Flanders, which is basically the only thing that borders the sea. The fucking English Channel.
that'll do.
We have some form of sea transport. Don't think we deserve it in any way, shape, or form, but we have it.
It's true. Passover of 8. What am I going to? And it actually brings me down for quite a nice little. Don't do this to me again. I know,
Ah.
right?
Oh, sweet. Diamonds.
You watch, I'm gonna end up crashing into this fucking. I end up crashing into some shit because I come too close. Oh, for. Oh, okay, no, that's okay. That's fine. Periaps is
Oh!
8,000.
What
Yeah,
happened?
we've been there.
A creeper blew up right next to me.
Creeper! Oh man.
We were on easy now, so they don't kill you in one hit anymore.
Yeah. Blew up right next to me, next to lava. I got knocked in, but luckily there was water near me.
Hmm. That's what you call luck.
It was anything but lucky. I got knocked into lava by a creeper.
No, but you had water near you.
Yeah,
That constitutes as luck.
I guess. I mean, if you say so.
Listen, Belgians basically invented luck.
No, that was the Irish. Don't you be stealing other countries' shit just 'cause you don't have
No,
your
no, no,
own.
no, 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 no. Look,
That's
look,
not
look.
how it works.
No, no, no. We invented luck by being unlucky.
No. Again, that's not how it works.
Shut up.
Definitely not how it works.
You weren't invaded by the Germans when you didn't want to be.
I'm not being funny, but you did that of your own fucking positioning. And anyway, I'm not being funny, but Belgium wasn't even a country until World War One, so shut the fuck up.
We were a country
Oh.
after the French wars.
Mm.
After Napoleon, we were officially.
Oh
a
yeah,
country.
it was the Napoleonic War, wasn't it? Yeah.
Well, no. First,
Created-
there were the Netherlands, and then we decided like we don't
Yeah.
want a fucking Dutch king, and
the
then we
Netherlands
elected
were
a German
like,
king.
we don't want to be. It'll be easier to not be caught and fucked over if we're smaller. So the Netherlands split into Belgium and Holland to make it so that they had a much easier life. Buffer zone of Belgium. Pretty much.
No,
nutshell.
mostly the Flemish people revolted because they didn't want a fucking Dutch king, and we did want a German one instead, apparently.
Yeah, why would you not want a German king? Come on. Germans have done nothing wrong ever.
As of that
fair
point.
enough. German king would a German king that actually fucking cooperated with Germans would have actually been a good
The
idea. in
Germans have never done anything.
Never.
I mean, the Germans didn't start World War One.
World War One. I suppose the Germans did start World War One, but at the same time they were getting a bit of a boost, weren't they? Really?
No, the Germans didn't start it. The Austrians did.
Yeah, Austria. So, no.
Fucking joke of a country.
Imagine being hungry.
I actually met someone. Actually, pretty cool people. I'll be honest. Not the worst people.
Pretty weird bunch.
Coming from the Belgian.
Yeah.
You took a perfectly good pancake and poked it with your fingers. Went, ha! New dish.
Waffles.
Yeah. You just poked holes in it with your fingers and went, how?
Listen, everyone
And then you went,
fucking likes them.
Everyone has chips. What if we cut the chips slightly smaller? French fries, genius. Absolutely unseen. Nobody has seen such genius. The Aztecs, they may have discovered the way that time worked, but fuck them. They're not. They've got nothing on our waffle French
Fuck
fries.
them. They didn't create
Listen,
waffles.
waffles basically made our economy.
They didn't have anything on our waffles and French fries. Nerds.
And our beer. Don't forget the beer.
About to say that's pretty much all you've got, though, isn't it? Like, and that's being generous.
No, we've got the saxophone.
Righto.
But is that a accomplishment?
Yeah. I'm not quite sure.
Honestly, at some point, I think it's the tragedy.
Everything on my fucking rocket is exploding.
Good.
I had
That's how it
I had
usually goes.
6 legs. Oh god, okay. I had 6 legs at one point. I now only have. Oh no, I have 0 now. I did have a. Now they're all gone.
Well,
This did not go to plan whatsoever.
that's unfortunate.
I mean, that's how it usually goes with Kerbal Space Program.
Yeah. It's okay though, I've got plenty of ablator pod to survive the re-entry. I'm just waiting for the re-entry to slow off. Fucking the rest of the clamp can let go of my little pod. Poof. There we go. Oh, and it goes down into the skabloosh.
Skaboosh.
Skabloosh. It's just a little bit too high to be skabloosh. No,
Skadoosh.
nearly that. And
Funny skadoosh.
Skadoosh, skadoosh. Where is this? There it is. Cowabunga, dudes. I've got all of my science. Total of 4 different scientific measurements.
Damn, a whole 4?
I know, right? And that's including the crew report. I forgot to do an EVA report this time, to be fair, so I need to do another really close flyby of the moon. But if you want some real easy pennies, then you go to Minmus. The amount of fucking science you can get from Minmus is obscene.
Why?
I don't know. Minmus just is so easy to get to Minmus, and then like, you know, it takes you a couple of minutes if you get a rover on Minmus to hop across every single biome. Like, it's so easy,
Fair.
and you need next to no speed to take off or land on Minmus.
Isn't it like easier to get on Mimus than on the moon?
To some extent, yeah, because you don't need as far as landing goes, you don't need anywhere near the amount of delta V to get off of Minmus as you do to get off of the moon. And the only tricky thing is landing, because it's got such a low gravity. Like, you pretty much have to react to it like almost like it's an asteroid. The only one worse for it is Gilly. Gilly's a bastard because it pretty much just is an asteroid. So you can't land on Gilly. You have to basically treat it like you're docking with it, and slow down to the relative speed of the planet, and then it sort of just bobs and floats on it.
Sounds fun.
Yeah. Hey, I got 12 scientific data for picking up a cup of fucking water from the sea.
Sweet.
Good job. As I said the other day, I don't think that either the Kerbals are absolute morons, or this isn't their home planet.
I'd suggest them being Belgian. Which is
Well, I
basically
suppose they are like
being
the.
a moron.
I suppose they are like the equivalent, but you know, because they are pretty fucking stupid.
No.
That being said, I don't think that Kerbin is actually their home planet. I think it's a planet named after their species.
Probably.
Because if you think about it, Earth is named after our species
Yeah.
because we grew up here, and the species was named separately. The planet we grew up on. However, these guys, I think they named the planet after themselves because it was the first planet they had found themselves on that wasn't their own planet. I don't think, as far as, because obviously they're very underdeveloped with their space program. I don't think they were here on purpose. I think they sort of accidentally ended up here in a disaster situation. I could get the Bobcat fuel engine, because that would get me nicely to anywhere pretty much. Although I would like SAS and the pomegranate so I can get more fly into space.
No pomegranates.
No pomegranates.
I still want context behind that video. Like,
She wasn't actually shouting at her class. It was a demonstration of the meaning of words depending on context. I can't remember exactly, but it was like she was basically saying that, like, if you shout at someone no pomegranates, they're not going to listen to you and stop having pomegranates. They're going to think you're a fucking weirdo for just shouting at them. Like, you have to discuss things with them. You can't shout at them and they do what you ask. It doesn't work that way. Something along those lines, I think.
I mean, fair.
So it was an actual like lesson. Down screaming no pomegranates at the class.
It's a weird fucking lesson, but
Yeah, it was a weird example, but it was just to get across the point that she was trying to make, I think.
well, I mean, like one of our teachers, like the last day of our final year, he just put on like the loudest music he could find and just started screaming.
I mean, that's
And
fair.
we're all just sitting there like, what the fuck is happening?
What the fuck is going on?
Yeah, and then he decided to take the chair where one guy's backpack was on, and he just started smashing the chair on the floor.
Hey, fair enough. You know.
And
a
I'm
guy.
just sitting there in my own mind, like, okay, I'm sitting next to this guy. I have a school laptop in my backpack. Thank fuck it isn't me.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to have to explain that to my teacher. Like, oh yeah, another teacher broke your fucking laptop. That would be fun.
Yeah. Totes.
We want to
You want what?
in a separate stage. I'm just working on the staging. Is in a separate stage. The rest pretty much stays the same. However, I want to switch out all of these engines accordingly. Engines, that one. Oh, okay, yeah, so we're going to get rid of this whole aspiring staging. Scrap that whole situation there. Fuel tanks. Oops, too big. That one. That one does those tanks, doesn't it? Yes. Where is it now? They're the much bigger tanks. Oh my god. Okay, so that's that, and then engine cap.
Excellent.
Beautiful.
Sorry.
Coupling. Still these piddly little.
No. Oh my god.
No, 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 no. No pomegranates.
Fucking creepers.
Creeper. Oh man.
Creeper.
Backing up my. Got a pickaxe swinging from side to side.
Side to side.
Hands up. Don't know the rest of the words, so hands up. No control of my hands.
I just can't control my body. No control of my body. Fuck, I just shot a man. Nothing left to do but just hide, 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 hide.
I mean, true.
'Cause I am scared. I don't wanna go back to jail. That's all.
That is all.
Alright. I'm gonna hop off.
Okie dokie.
Bye.
Fuel tanks, those ones.
I am gonna
And
finish my
those
work
ones.
and then I'm gonna fucking sleep.